Hey everyone, yep, it is June 6, 2016, and today, as I mentioned in my updates, is a package opening. And you know what's funny is, I told myself that because my mom had today off because she has a doctor's appointment, she's got to take care of some other stuff. I told myself that I wouldn't be surprised because the mail sometimes, I don't know what it is on Mondays, but they always seem to show up around the afternoon, basically either right in the middle of the 12 o'clock hour or right at 1 o'clock or maybe even 2 at the latest, depending on whether or not we're coming off a holiday. So, long story short, I kind of told myself I would not be surprised if it shows up either after she leaves or just before she leaves. And ironically, it showed up literally a few minutes before she left, about 5 minutes before she left. And this is it, right here. Now, this came, even though it's registered out of the fulfillment centers in North Las Vegas, it's registered at the fulfillment centers out of North Las Vegas. It actually came out of Washington, Kent, Washington, I think. So, yeah. Basically, four of the items I've ordered are in here. 4 of the items that I ordered are in here. The other 2 are probably coming by regular U.S. mail. Maybe. And the reason I say that is because they're just little cards, playing cards. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, ironically, it's like I was telling myself, you know, I said I would not be surprised if it showed up after or before she left. And literally it showed up 5 minutes before she left. And she almost kind of caught on to the fact that I was expecting something, but I told her no. Why? Because the mail, like I said, had come 5 minutes before. So just as she's leaving, I'm going to get the regular mail. And she's like, well, where do you go? You know, because she needs me to go outside and pump some water out of a leak in our water main, in our main water area. So she asked me while I was going, I said I was going to get the mail. She's like, oh, you expecting something? I was like, no. I can't really make that excuse this upcoming summer in case I order anything or things get sent to me, but you know, I just did not want her to know. So with that said, especially if what's in here is in here. So with that said, like I said, almost ironically, it came 5 minutes before she left, and I was out there just in time to greet the postal lady, get the package from her, and then take it in my room. And thankfully, thank God, thank the Lord above, when I came in with the package, my mom was in her room getting what she needed before she left. So I was able to put the package in my room and shut the door to my room so that she wouldn't know. So yeah, everything kind of worked out in the end. But let's see exactly now what's in here, because if it's what I think it is, it's going to be nice to have. So that's the package. Open it up. Put this to the side. Oh yeah, exactly what I ordered. Exactly. So, what did I get? Well, as you know, being a low-key brony in a sense, maybe not in the eyes of a lot of people by doing this video, I also let you know that my favorite character was Rarity. I think it's because it's that eye candy deal. It's like I said one time in a video, you know, well, I talked about why animators create characters certain characters that become eye candy, and apparently Rarity has been the eye candy, if you will, for MLP-FIM. I also explained why I liked her, because of the fact that whole Spike dynamic that dynamic or relationship, if you will, she has with Spike. That whole Spike relationship dynamic that she has. So, with that said, what did I get that's probably related to her? Well, first off, I have Candace. I have the mini versions of Luna, Celestia, Scootaloo, Apple Bloom, and Cheese Sandwich. Those are my mini versions along with the Candace version. Now, I have Rarity. That's right, I finally got Rarity. And as you can see, it's by Funko. And Funko just does some exquisite work on their figures. That it's very show accurate. There is no doubt about that. Very show accurate. As you can see, there's Rarity. I haven't taken Candace out of the box yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to. I might, to save room, but yeah. There's Rarity right there, and like I said, you can see the detail that they put on her. Very, very good. Very good detail. Very show accurate. And speaking of show accurate, we've got another Rarity plush, but this time it's from Fourth Dimension. This is from Fourth Dimension, and I think whoever did this one kind of put her hair the wrong way, but then again, it all depends on how she's animated. We have another Rarity plush. If I can get her out of there. We have another Rarity Plus. This is from Fourth Dimension, licensed by Hasbro, and probably, according to a lot of customers, probably the most show accurate version of Rarity you're going to get for a while. Although I think they should have put her hair over here instead of over here. But then again, like I said, it all depends on how she's drawn in the show and in the comics. And as you can see, tail is all basically very like what you have in the show. Very show accurate, according to a lot of people, and very well made. The only problem I think some people have had is the way it's stitched up. But if you're a sew dresser or something like that, I'm sure you could easily take that off and this off and just switch them around. But then again, probably the best you're going to get right now. So have Rarity right there, which is pretty nice. Put her up here. And she's very durable. How about that? Next up, oh, I'm surprised it doesn't have the slip cover. I thought it would. We have to go with seasons 1 to 3. We have season 4. So we have season 4 of MLP-FIM, which I'm kind of glad to have. Now all I have to do is get season 5. All I have to do is get season 5. Now this looks like they just wrapped it up, like maybe somebody returned it or something. Oh yeah, and again, we've got some loosened. Yeah, it looks like somebody returned it. Why did? Oh, one of the disc trays is broken. So what do we have here? We have Twilight on the first disc. We have Pinkie Pie on disc 2, Applejack on disc 3, and we have Spike on disc 4. That's pretty cool. And this is obviously where they get the rainbow powers in this episode, in this season as well. So, pretty cool. And this is also the episode they bring in that character, or their interpretation of that character from the pilot of G1. So, that's supposed to be the most epic, I guess they could say the most epic battle that they have. Probably one of the most fierce battles they have. In fact, someone said that Twilight's Kingdom got a TVY7 because of the intense battling scenes they had. That's pretty interesting. You think the entire series is TVY, except now you got the two-part, it has to be Y7. So, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting, but yeah. And the bonus feature on here is you got sing-alongs, of course, and you got the 2014 San Diego Comic-Con panel, which I'm pretty sure with the next one, season 5 set, the season 5 set, you're going to have the 2015 panel, and then season 6 you're going to have 2016. So, it's pretty cool. There it is, the season 4 DVD set. Now, you might say, well, is that all that's in that big box? It should have been a little smaller. Well, it's not the only thing I ordered. You know, fortunately I was able to order this in time. Now I looked around Amazon, and apparently there are other Prime exclusive sellers, third-party sellers and sellers overall, partners, that are selling it for just as much, if not a little bit more. But what I got for it was a lot cheaper. What I got, well, it's not cheap, but it's good enough. And fortunately, I was able to get it in time, because when I clicked on it, it was already sold out. They were dwindling down, if you catch my drift, especially with San Diego Comic-Con and all that coming up. And it's an item a lot of people want. It's an item a lot of people want to get their hands on. And I don't know why they say it's good for a 4-year-old and all that, when the age specifically is 15 plus, in other words, collector's age. But, and of course, I'm talking, and I don't know if Andre has it, Andre Meadows of Black Nerd Comedy has it. I'm talking about the ever exclusive, and it's done with 24 karat gold-plated plaque, if you will. I'm talking about the Dragon Dagger. That's right, I have the Dragon Dagger, one of the most popular items people want to get. And like I said, ironically, what happened is, when I put this on order, put this in my queue, my cart, I was kind of going back and forth on it. I was like, yeah, I could get it, but I could get Saba as well, because he's like $90 cheaper. But then I looked at how many were going and how fast they were selling. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to get another chance at this, especially at this price, especially at a Prime, with a Prime account. So, without, you know, the shipping and all that cost. So, I said, you know what, just, you know, I got my bonus, my quarterly bonus, might as well get it. And like I said, luckily I got it in time, because when I clicked on the same item that I purchased, basically, you know how on Amazon they have a list of your order that you've purchased. You can click on it to see if maybe there's any left or whatever. Well, I clicked on the Dragon Dagger icon or picture that I ordered from, and now it's on the third-party seller. It's on the marketplace deal. So fortunately, I got it in time. But there it is, the Dragon Dagger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now I have the Power Coins, and now I have the Dragon Dagger. All I have to do now is get Saba, get the Blaster, and maybe get the Tiger Zord and the Megazord, and that's about it. So, really nice to have finally. It's a little dented here, you can see that. I just noticed it's a little dented. I think that's because of packaging. But very nice to finally have. It is a collector's piece. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, let's be honest too. Linkara, Lewis, I know you probably have a replica, but I think what you have is this. So, I don't think you're fooling anybody there. But anyway, just glad to have this, and like I said, was able to get it just in time, and everything, because the other Prime account that sells it is selling it for like $219 or something. So, and that person doesn't have no reviews yet. This one did. So. That's all I'm going to say, folks, but thank you all for watching this package opening. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to y'all later.